Hey, what is going on, guys? This is the SS Ultimate Goku back with another video. And so, we're back with the CM Punk drama, AEW, all that stuff. So, it's been a little bit, it's been a minute since I've covered some of the stuff that's been going on with AEW, CM Punk, the Elite. Now, I made about, I think, 7 or 8 videos following the All Out pay-per-view and everything that came after it. So it's been a bumpy ride the past 3 months of the whole thing about AEW and CM Punk and everything that's been going on, because it was everything that the whole wild wind that happened since then, and new stuff's been coming out every day, it seems like. And because of that, I got to a point where I was like, I need to slow down on some of this, because not that my stance has changed, by the way. I'm still 100% on CM Punk's side, by the way. But what did change was, like, do I really want to make a video every day about new news that's coming out? New information is coming out every day. And I've seen YouTubers doing this. And, that's their choice and prerogative or whatever. But here on this channel, that's really not what this is supposed to be about on this channel. I used to do that a lot with the me doing the RANT Death Battle a lot, for anybody that knows the fictional fight versus series from years back. And that really drained me out of just regurgitating the same thing over and over again. And I really didn't want to do that again, even though this is more of a real life situation, so to speak, since these are real people involved. But for my own sanity, I didn't think it would be a good thing or a healthy thing to do, to make multiple videos when new things literally come out every day. And there might be more stuff that comes out after this video gets published, because that's literally what's been going on for the past 3 months. So, in terms of the update on CM Punk, and the AEW scuffle, investigation, all this stuff. Well, if you don't know, the Elite are now back on TV. Why? Who the hell knows? But they're back on TV, being unprofessional as usual, since in Chicago they decided to basically mimic everything that we know about, well, at least what the wrestling journalists, quote-unquote, have been reporting about the scuffle, the brawl between Punk, Ace Steel, and the Elite. So there was that. To say not happy about it would be an understatement. Supposedly CM Punk's camp was not happy about it either, or CM Punk himself was not happy about it, according to these wrestling journalists. But the one thing that stands out of all this bullshit is that AEW themselves have not once confirmed that there was an independent investigation. They have never once confirmed that that this happened, that this altercation happened. They've never mentioned anything to anybody. To my knowledge, they are still selling CM Punk's t-shirts as of like a week ago. CM Punk's t-shirts at the arenas. Still selling his merchandise, though they are starting to bring his stuff actually on AEW shop now. So a lot of the exclusive live event shirts that they've been selling at arenas only are now on the shop zone. For example, the shirt that was available that was first introduced at Dynamite in Buffalo, which I went to that Dynamite, as you guys all know. I was at the first Dynamite following the All Out pay-per-view in which this occurred back in September. And that T-shirt was introduced. It was the fists it's a black shirt. It has CM Punk Best in the World, and it's just like a fist. It's like a new fist type thing that he's doing. That shirt is now available on the website, as well as the special Chicago, I guess, colors of CM Punk T-shirt. That is also available. That was an exclusive live event shirt. That's actually a shirt I've been wanting to get for a while. I like the color scheme for it. I didn't even realize and make the connection that it was actually a Chicago version of it. Because that's Chicago's colors or whatever. I just like the color scheme for it. And I thought it was really cool and unique. But it only was sold at certain venues. So they have made that available at the shop zone, and I have bought it. I'm still waiting for it to come in, by the way. As well as I did buy that CM Punk ornament before it sold out, by the way. I was one of them. I have it actually on my tree now. I did post that in the community thing. So I did buy that. I can say that I am the only person probably here that has the WWE CM Punk ornament that was released, I think, back in 2012, and the AEW CM Punk ornament now. So, yeah, there you go. Anyways, so still to this day, AEW has never once acknowledged that there was an investigation. They haven't really acknowledged anything. It's just been the wrestling journalists that have been telling people that, hey, this happened. This is what's going on. And yeah, that's basically how this is going. And I don't think it's a good business move. I think it's pretty stupid, to be completely honestly with you. It's like, I don't get why you would think it would be a good thing to do. When you got literally people wanting answers. Now, supposedly, he's off the game cover for the AEW Fight Forever game, though on Amazon and pre-ordering shopping websites, they still have CM Punk on the cover. But on the social medias and everything where they're promoting, they're showing the new cover. Though there was reports that there were sleeves that were sent to stores already, which is really weird because, again, they haven't even announced an official release date yet. They said it was probably going to be delayed. The rumor is now that it's going to be delayed until February of next year rather than this year of it coming out. So we're already over a year now of delay for this game. So we still don't know the status of this. CM Punk, though, supposedly is still confirmed to be in the game despite not being advertised for the game anymore. Because there was just a recent convention where he's still in the game, where they actually show him. This is just from a couple days ago. There was some convention that showed the him in the game, basically. So Punk seems to still be in the game no matter what happens, which means I will definitely be buying this game. And by the way, if they do take him off the cover, if that is official, I will be getting some type of gaming sleeve where I can, whatever material the game covers are made into, right? I'm going to literally get that, and I'm going to literally print out the CM Punk cover, and I'm going to put that over the official quote-unquote cover. That's what I plan on doing, you know. Oh, by the way, when the game does come out, I will be live streaming, and I will be playing as CM Punk, and I will be beating the crap out of the Elite in the game. Just with that is happening. We are going to live stream that. And I'm going to freaking. I have the capture card. I got all the stuff. That's going to happen. That is going down, guys. That is going down. Okay? We are going to do that. It is going to happen. That is canon. That is canon. That will happen. You can bet your ass on that one. But the biggest tidbit of them all is that one of the stories that had been coming out by Punk's camp about a month after the altercation is that supposedly Larry the dog, which we have confirmation that Larry the dog, CM Punk's rescue dog that he adopted, was at the All Out pay-per-view event. Before the pay-per-view, he actually sends the dog out in the arena. He runs around the ring. So we know Larry the dog was there. He had his teeth. And now CM Punk recently posted an Instagram picture a couple days ago of Larry the dog missing teeth in the exact spot where Nick Hausman reported that they would be missing from CM Punk's camp. So there's that. So CM Punk's story about potentially the dog, accidentally getting hurt from the Elite when they busted down his locker room. Yeah, well, that kind of makes the story more probable. Of course, you got Elite fanboys that seem to still think that, oh, this is impossible, this could be anything. Dude, Larry the dog is a rescue dog. CM Punk adopted him from an abusive family or whatever. There's literally a video on YouTube from him adopting the dog. Okay? So you guys are freaking full of crap right now. Punk obviously was very cautious of that dog, and obviously if he felt his dog was threatened, according to Illinois law, yes, I looked it up because Punk's camp claimed this in Nick Hausman's report, that you can use lethal force. Again, even if it was unintentional, you could still view that as a threat and use lethal force, which CM Punk did. Because it's called self-defense of your animal. And if this is the case, Punk was within the right. And if this did happen the way that this is being told from Nick Hausman's, reporting or whatever, guess what? There's no way in hell there was an actual independent investigation. Because if there was an actual independent investigation, one, they would have interviewed Ace Steel's wife, who was literally in the locker room the entire time. And yet she supposedly, according to biased Dave Melcher, who says that she wasn't interviewed in this independent investigation. Well, if that's the goddamn case, then this wasn't a real independent investigation. As a matter of fact, I don't even think there was an independent investigation. I think this whole thing was a sham, okay, of an investigation. Okay? Independent investigations don't play favorites. They interview everybody. Okay? So, that's something right there I think is bullshit. And oh, by the way, the Elite supposedly are still EVPs. So after all this bullshit, you didn't demote these guys. You bring them back, but you still didn't demote these guys. You didn't just have them be wrestlers. No, they're still EVPs. Oh, and then Kenny Omega goes on Sports Illustrated and says, oh, everyone needs to let things go. But then that same night when that's published, you go out in Chicago and basically make a mockery of the entire situation. So, yeah, big fucking hypocrite there, Kenny Omega, aren't you? And look, I don't care if people like Kenny Omega and the Elite. Personally, I never really had anything against those guys. I never really did. I didn't really know that much about them until, Kenny Omega, I learned about from Chris Jericho when he wrestled him in Japan or whatever. That's the first I ever heard of Kenny Omega. Okay? I didn't think he was a bad wrestler. I think he's overhyped. I think he's overrated. But I don't think he's a bad wrestler. I've seen his matches in AEW. He's good in the ring. Okay? Do I think he's great? No. I don't think he's the greatest ever. And I don't think he's the best. Okay? Same thing with the Young Bucks. Are they a good tag team? Absolutely, they're a good tag team. Do I think they're the greatest ever? Fuck no. Okay? FTR is a better tag team than them. Okay? And that is a fact. They are a better tag team than them. Okay? It's just light. It's just literally like it's no contest. Okay? If we're talking about the greatest tag teams of all time, I'd say New Age Outlaws. But that's just my thing. But in terms of I don't think I think they're good. No, I think I do think the Young Bucks are a good tag team. I don't like them anymore because of what they did to CM Punk. I definitely don't like Kenny Omega anymore after what he did, but that doesn't mean I think they're bad wrestlers. No. Far from it. But no, I don't like him anymore because of what they did and how they ruined business. CM Punk was literally making them business. That little stunt, the little stunts that they've been doing, okay? AEW Dynamite, they were the main event match with their stupid Best of 7 series bullshit that they're doing with the trios titles or whatever. They were the main event match on Dynamite. They lost ratings because of them. People changed the channel, which, by the way, I was one of them. But, just putting that out there. But people changed the channel. Like, literally, they were stupid to put them in the main event. MJF's segment should have been the main event. Okay? Because that would have kept people interested. The moment that everything was all done and the Elite were coming in the main event, I was like, I don't care. I'm done. Because I don't care for them anymore. Like, I tolerated their matches because I thought they had good matches. I didn't think they were as bad as people were saying they were. Like I know Jim Cornette likes to always make fun of the Elite, but I didn't think they were as bad as as people were making them out to be. Did I think they were overhyped? Absolutely. I don't think they were as good as they're presented as. That's for damn sure. But now I don't really care. I don't have any interest in watching them anymore because of what they did. Their unprofessionalism that they did with CM Punk. And now we're hearing about all these stories backstage. William Regal, the reports are coming out now that supposedly that he regretted signing with AEW. And now he's heading back to WWE. It's like, dude, William Regal is saying that your company sucks right now with people backstage. And I guarantee you, when William Regal officially goes back to WWE with Triple H in charge, I guarantee you he is going to tell them how bad they are backstage. And I'm going to tell you right now, if the Elite or the Young Bucks ever become free agents, I guarantee you Triple H will not sign them. And you want to know why? Because he doesn't want that there. Vince McMahon, because Vince McMahon's secretly behind the scenes. They don't want them there. Okay? They do not want people that are not going to put themselves above everyone else, which is what they did. All the people that supposedly don't like Punk in the locker room are people from the Elite, people that like the Elite. All right, FTR, Dak Harwood's literally confirmed that he still talks to CM Punk. Like, the guys that actually want to be successful in this business went to CM Punk. Okay? Because what the Elite are doing, okay, they're holding people back. Look what the female wrestlers division is right now there. It's not good. And yes, they have talented women in that brand that can go. And I think they can have 5-star matches. But look what they're doing. Look what they're doing right now with their champions. Okay? Nothing going on. You got Britt Baker, who's their best draw for a female. Okay? And they're just not doing anything. Like, she's being booked really terribly right now. Okay? Which is just, to me, is insane. Jade Hager, who's the champion right now, right? She is basically doing this whole bad guy but acts like a good guy routine. But you still got Britt Baker on the sidelines right now. Like, they're still trying to coexist. This just doesn't make sense. Doesn't make sense. One of those two has to be a heel. Like, it should have been before the paper. It should have been before Jade won the title. But this is what they're doing. They have no creative directions for these women. They have no creative direction for what they want to do. And now they're just relying on MJF to be this part-time wrestler, supposedly, because he's attraction. You can't do this. And MJF might make it work, but I don't know if it's going to draw interest, especially when you got guys on the show that are not helping it. MJF should have been the main event segment for that Dynamite, not the Elite. And you can also pretend that, the fans are saying Punk sucks or how they're cheering for the Elite. That's because they're there right now. And when Punk gets there, he's probably going to get booed from people, but then he's also probably going to get cheered as well. All right, if he ever comes back. I doubt he'll come back. I don't know. He's still injured. He's still injured for about 4 more months. It's been like about 2 months. So he's going to be gone for at least 4 to 6 months. I'm expecting maybe April or May was when he probably will be back. Back. I shouldn't say back. I should say eligible to return. Because we don't know if he's going to be in AEW. Tony Khan still hasn't confirmed his status, by the way. He keeps dodging the question. He's like, I would not like to comment about this. I would not like to comment about this. I can't comment about this at this time. Dude, tell us if he's gone or not. Seriously. Enough of this bullshit. Tell us. Tell us what's going on. And this whole, they're trying to avoid a lawsuit. Like, dude, the fans deserve to know what's going on. They deserve to know what's going on. At this point, I don't even care if it's a work or, a shoot turned into a work or whatever the fuck. I don't care. I want to know if he's coming back or not. I don't think he's coming back because one of the new reports is he doesn't want to work with the Elite, which I don't blame him. I wouldn't want to work with him either if it's true that he accidentally hurt my dog. All right? And all this unprofessional shit, all these people seem to keep dodging the whole thing, with the media scrum. When Punk said about these guys being children, he was referring to them. He wasn't referring to the entire roster Okay, this whole narrative that, oh, he buried the entire... No, he buried the entire wrestling. No, he didn't. No, he didn't. He was talking about the Elite and Hangman. He was talking about these idiots, okay, that don't care and want to go into business for themselves, that were convinced that he got Colt Cabana fired, even though Colt Cabana had hardly wrestled even before Punk got there. Go look it up. Colt Cabana was hardly used before Punk even joined AEW. Okay? Punk didn't get him fired, and Tony Khan confirmed it even more at Full Gear. Okay? Punk didn't get Colt Cabana fired, and Hangman held that against him. So he made that unprofessional comment right before the Double or Nothing pay-per-view. And so that's how everything happened. It's because of him. It's because of him and Cabana. And Punk even said in the press conference, he said that he tried to get it handled. He tried to get it handled, but it did not. So he went to the Elite in private. But yet nothing got handled. But you still think he was being unprofessional. People say, oh, that wasn't the place to do it. It wasn't the place to do it at the media press conference. That wasn't the place to do it. Well, he tried to handle it in private, and nothing got done. What else is he supposed to do? You guys have no idea. You have no idea what happened behind closed doors. You guys can pretend that you freaking think you know, but as MJF put it in that pipe bomb promo months ago, you guys don't know shit. None of us do. None of us knows what goes behind those closed doors. Okay? None of us do. You can pretend that you know. You can refer to the frickin' damn biased wrestling con artist named Dave Meltzer, who's been conning you guys before I was even alive. But the fact of the matter is, they don't know shit. That's the fact of the matter. And we're going to hear more shit as the months go on. Because Tony refuses to acknowledge anything that happened. And because of that, we're not going to hear anything probably ever. If not, it's definitely not going to be until Punk is actually able to come back, like in terms of being healthy and not injured anymore. But until that happens, he's probably not going to be gone. As of right now, he is supposedly still a part of the roster. He hasn't been released. He hasn't been bought out. One of the reports is that Punk's actually the one who wants the buyout and or his release. But AEW won't grant it. So that's another obstacle as well, is that supposedly now it's Punk. You know, Dave Meltzer and all these wrestling journalists can't like freaking come up with a consistent. Before it was AEW wanted to buy Punk's contract out. Another had suggested that he was gone and released already. And now it's the bullshit that, Punk actually wants out of his contract, not AEW. So going by that logic, then that means AEW actually wants to keep him. Or at least that's what it tells me. But they could be wanting to just keep him from going to WWE. So they just keep him in his contract until it expires. But I think that's even more stupid because you're losing all that money off of him. At the end of the day, I still support and believe that CM Punk was right until anything comes differently. Until we actually get a real report. AEW, if you actually did an independent investigation, why are you being the Washington Commanders? You should know Tony Khan because you're part owner of the NFL with your daddy-o, who you're using his money, by the way. So maybe Daddy has to cut you off very soon if you don't, start actually making the investments that actually grow your business. Because according to the numbers, CM Punk was the number one merchandise seller, still is, by the way, in your company. Buy rates were up. First ever $1 million gate. Selling out stadiums with Punk. Oh, and the ratings were up for TV with CM Punk. But yeah, we're just not going to have CM Punk on TV anymore. We're going to have these other guys who had the lowest ratings ever. And also, another thing I want to put out here, because I keep saying this because people keep bringing up the stupid bullshit, oh, well, they were the founders. Dude, if Tony Khan wasn't a billionaire, it would not mean shit that the Elite were founders because they wouldn't even have a TV deal right now. Okay? Cool. They laid the foundation for the company. That doesn't mean that they're above the company. That doesn't mean they're above any other wrestler. But yet, you guys make them out to be, well, without the Elite, there can be no AEW. Bullshit! There can be an AEW without them. All right? Just because you found something does not mean that you're going to be there forever. That's just stupid. They're not making the money. Punk is. Okay? So this is my take on it. Long video. Let me know what you guys think. If there's any more updates, I'll probably cover more. But that's about it. Comment, rate, if you like this video, my videos, please subscribe. That's about it, guys. I'm the SS Ultimate Goku. Peace.